welcome to a new episode. Today's gonna be a little low key. Not that the other episodes are high key, but I am having an emotionally spent day. Or at least I feel like emotionally bankrupt today. I've had a bunch of really good days in the past couple of days. It seems that this eclipse portal, I'm recording this might come way after the fact, who knows, I don't know. But I'm recording this May 30th and the eclipse portal just happened. And it was one of those days where I had like 3 things in my life adjust. The way things go in my life, it never happens gradually. It's always like all at once. Like I've had several things happen where I've become unemployed around the beginning of the year. Nothing. And then like for some reason around Aries season or like near my birthday. So Aries Taurus season, I always end up getting like 2 job offers in one day or some shit. I think one year it was like, I think I literally was contacted by 3 places on the same day after getting nothing for months. That seems to be how it goes. So like thankfully that happened the other day. I ended up having to quit my job due to the fact that my body couldn't do it. From a place of self-care, not like, shame, but just like I just couldn't do it. I was like getting injured on the job a lot. It was not comfortable. It wasn't great. It just was, and it wasn't a dangerous job at all. It just was one of those things where it felt like I was getting messages to like get the fuck out. So like I left that job. I went to a coffee shop randomly just to like get coffee. I was going to do a job application. I was having like an alone morning and I was super challenged because it was just one of those mornings where like there were a lot of demands on me. And I had to like really keep boundaries to go. Like I am going to this coffee shop. I need at least 2 hours alone. Like that is what I need. That is a boundary. So it was a difficult journey in getting there. I got there and I started talking to the people behind the counter, who I found out later were the owners, about the coffee that they brewed me. It was so delicious I ordered a second round, and that doesn't happen with me often. They ended up offering me a job on the spot. I start there next week, and fuck yeah, right? I've had a bunch of really amazing conversations with friends lately. I've had people reach out to me on social media for offerings that I previously offered but haven't mentioned in months. There's been an opening. And like, fuck, am I grateful for that. Let me just like take a moment. That like after having desert for so long, it's beautiful to have several things come forth, right? It's also super overwhelming and I'm super exhausted. I could feel myself getting pissy yesterday. And yesterday was also a very social day. In a great way. Like my friends and I and Cole, and we have this group that we always watch Eurovision together. We never can catch it live, but we always I think we ended up watching one year 4 months late, but we watched this year's Eurovision together via Discord, and it was so fun, and it was such a good Eurovision. Oh my god, because they had to cancel last year, so they really came out swinging, and I'm so happy with the results. That's all I'll say. So happy. If you've watched Eurovision and you know me in any way, you will understand why. So amazing. That's an amazing thing. But I think why I wanted to sit down and chat and why I wanted to at least document this is I feel today bankrupt. I feel bankrupt. It's a very frustrating thing, I think, as an introvert, as I mean, I could list any of my attributes. So, like, an introvert, I'm an INFJ, I'm a projector in human design, like, I'm a 4 in whatever the fuck, Enneagram. I'm all of these things that I super rely on being insular and being quiet and being alone and being, maybe not being alone, but being in peace, which for me is often alone. And it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to still need that, even when the things going on are good, right? I've been around joy a ton lately. I've been around love a lot lately. Excitement a lot lately. And like it's super cool, but I think like there's this tendency for me to kind of beat myself up and be like, you should be grateful that all this stuff's happening. Like, why you need alone time, or like, why do you feel super shitty even after like great things happen? And that's like, I don't have a lesson today, but that's just something I'm still trying so hard to learn, is like the boundaries. Like, what boundaries do I need? Actually, not even what boundaries do I need, but like, I need to figure out what thriving feels like. Because like, my initial reaction, of course, is to completely isolate. I feel the best and thriving when I'm completely alone in the woods by myself, minding my own business, or like when I'm being creative on my own terms. That could be writing, that could be drawing, that could be, I mean, anything. Any of my flow states are very frequently alone. But I also, like, the things I want to do and my inspirations come from humans, like other humans. And so, like, what do you do when, like, it doesn't matter how many circles you call around yourself, how many times you cleanse yourself, how many times you, like, keep a crystal near you, or keep boundaries up of communication, or, you know, it doesn't matter how many hours you have in between bookings. Like, what do you do when that still depletes you, even though you know it's beneficial? I don't know. I don't have the answer. I think it's probably just like, it's not a problem to be solved, but it's a knowledge to be had. And I think why I have kickback around that is like, you don't often see the hermits, right? Like, you don't talk to hermits often. You don't see people choose that life often. I found several YouTube channels of people, like younger people, who were like, I can't do this shit. And then they move to the middle of nowhere and they live off the land, and it's so beautiful. And I always get so jealous and I cry every episode. And there is a calling there, right? And like, that's a goal of mine, right? But right now I can't do that. Right now I'm in the middle of building. I think I'm in the middle of building the life that will get me to that place. And so I guess I just find it really frustrating that I even still, like, the amount of space that I need feels disproportionate compared to what I witness in life and what I witness in other people. It's unnerving and it's scary to have to ask for that much space, because I'm like, I'm the kind of person where, like, I would be content 90% of my time alone and 10% with other people, which is really difficult because, like, I'm partnered, and like, that's a shitty thing to say to your partner. It's maybe not shitty, but like, a lot of times they won't hear that as love, they'll hear that as rejection, right? And like, that, I don't necessarily want a partnership where I only see them 10% of the time. So it's this like conflictual thing. I don't know. I think I'm rambling at this point, but that's where I am today. And that's why I wanted to touch in, is like, the thing I'm struggling with today is just being exhausted, and being exhausted from things that are good. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but my brain definitely tells me that there is. And so today, I think I said to Cole kind of when they woke up, of like, I need a socially neutral day. I would like to be by myself a lot. I want to be outside. I want to play I want to play a video game that I'm actually like watching someone play through it on stream on Twitch. And like, it's a silly game and it's wonderful. And I don't see myself wanting to finish it. I just want to play it today. Like, no ulterior motives, not like I want to complete it, not I want to stream it. I just want to play this game today and like have a good moment. Maybe I'll be productive in some ways. I mean, this recording is productive, but hopefully I can kind of get back to a place where I don't feel engaged, or I don't like the word triggered, but I don't feel reactive, because right now I feel super reactive. So that's my plan for today. It's nice and gloomy outside. There's a ton of grackles in our trees. I think it's really lovely that, like, you know, crows are usually always around me. And it's really interesting because we have so many birds in my little like cul-de-sac that we live in, that they actually chase the crows out. They like literally chase the crows out of their territory, which is a metaphor if I've ever seen one right now. I don't really know what to think about that, but grackles are everywhere. I love their like quippy chirps. They're so weird. I saw them all the time in Texas. So anyways, I'm going to try and kind of lean into the presence of today and see where that takes me. And so yeah, that's what I have to report today. I hope you're able to get some emotionally neutral time. If you're a hypersensitive empath hermit like me. And I don't know. I think that's all I've got. I hope you have a really good day, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Bye.